up, YouTube?
Hi guys, my name is Xiomara. So I guess I can start telling you guys a little bit about myself. I'm 25 years old. I recently just graduated from Fitchburg State in 2020. As he told you guys in the last video, we just had a baby. He is now 3 months.
So this video is about pretty much like how we met and how things have been for the past 8 years. I met my wife Xiomara at a nursing home back in 2014. Yeah, I can't believe it's been so long. Yeah. But we both actually were dietary aides. We started around the same time. Ironically, I was in a relationship at the time, and I think you were.
I was, and then because I was just getting out of high school. So yeah, we then broke up. I ended up working one day, and like one of her friends at the job pretty much told me that she was single, or she didn't tell me, I overheard that she was single, really. And then I walked up to her because I was friends with like everybody there. I was like the sarcastic guy that was just cool with everybody pretty much. But I walked over to her. I was like, so did you just say that Zio's single? And then she was like, yeah. I was like, you're sure she's single? And then she was like, yeah. And then I was like, so you're sure she's single, right? And then she pretty much just kept telling me, yeah, she's single. And then I just left it off as like, okay, all right, but she's single. So the way that things started, I actually ended up adding Zio on Facebook. I used to send her like little messages here and there, pretty much just like trying to get to know her. But I wasn't answering.
Yeah, she was curving me something crazy, guys. Like,
yeah, it was like that for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then at work we started getting a little like close. Obviously, as coworkers, we had to talk.
And then I don't know, I got her phone number. I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but like they just list your phone numbers in case you guys need coverage for a shift. I had other plans of using her phone number. I'm not a creep, but I had other plans of using her phone number. So I looked up her phone number. I started doing things like offering her rides home. She completely...
I wasn't for it.
Yeah, she completely curbed me. I was just trying to be nice, get to know her here and there. I seen her waiting like for her parents to come pick her up after her shift. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll give you a ride. She's like, no, it's okay, it's okay.
I still say no.
Crazy. But she gave in, she let me give her a ride home. It was more just chatting for like the first couple months, just getting to know each other. I mean, I wouldn't say that we were like talking, but we started to get to know each other better a little more at work. I started doing things like trying to make sure all of her tables were set up for her before she even came in, so she didn't really have that much to do.
Yeah, because you would be doing doubles sometimes, and I would come in at the night shift or whatever.
Yeah.
So when I got there, he would look at the schedule to see what floor I was going to be on, and when I went to the floor at the time that I had to arrive to my shift, it was already set up. I was like, who's this? At the first time I was shocked. I was like, who did this, or who's here today as the CNAs? Like, I thought they were the ones that set it up, but then I came to find out that it was actually him. It was funny. And then I was trying to help him set up because he was a little backed up with his unit or whatever. But it was all so sweet. It was appreciative, obviously, because sometimes we had to set up more than one floor or whatever, and in an amount of time. But I don't know, it was also sweet.
I had to do something, guys. Like the way she was curving me and like not responding to messages and stuff, like I had to get her attention somehow. And luckily, I mean, just taking that extra initiative to make sure she wasn't really stressing at work by setting up her tables and stuff like that, I actually was able to get to know her a little better and get that response that I was looking for. So eventually we started talking. We actually started talking for a good like 4 or 5 months. So our anniversary date is October 21st of 2014. Our first date, I think that was the movie theaters, right?
You claim it to be the
oh my god. So because the friend that told me that she was single attended the movie theater, I guess I consider it a date. She doesn't consider it a date, really.
No, our first date was Fire and Ice.
First date was Fire and Ice? We went to a restaurant our first date?
Yeah.
It was just us?
It was just us two.
Oh, explain it.
What do you mean? I don't remember it all.
You don't remember it all?
No.
Alright, so I'm gonna stick with our first date is the movies then, as I was saying. So our first date was the movies. We went. We both were nervous. To be honest, I don't even remember what movie we went to go see. Do you remember?
No.
Alright.
It's been so long.
Yeah, it was 8 years ago. I'm not gonna remember. She doesn't remember. It's fine.
So
But it was a really good experience. We talked a little bit, but it's not really like a talking scene, obviously, because it's a movie theater. I mean, you can throw in like little ad libs here and there about what's going on, but we held hands. That was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah. You reached over for my hand.
Yes, I made the first move. I'm the one that reached over for her hand. She went with it. We held hands. We didn't kiss there. We didn't kiss on our first date. I took her home. I was the perfect gentleman. We had a great first date. Made sure she got home on time. But yeah, that's how the first date went. And then from there, it was more like she said, like we were pretty much just talking.
Yeah, we took it slow because we had just gotten out of a relationship, both of ourselves. So we didn't want to rush things, and we just let it flow. I mean, we waited it out, and then started dating in October, like he said. Even then, we were still a little fearful, I would say. We were scared to hurt each other because we had bad experiences in our like past relationships. But I don't know, it turned out to be good after a while. I don't know, it went really well.
And then I transferred to Framingham State University around 2015, I think, because I was only there for a year before I transferred to Fitchburg State University. But the interesting thing is that she was actually going to North Shore at the time where I was going to Framingham.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Which is actually a really, like, long distance relationships, people talk about them all the time, and it was actually really challenging. I would say that we were going to be at least like an hour apart because we were so like attached with each other. We had already gone on vacation to Florida at the time, which was a great experience. It was our first real time like just being with each other and spending time with each other away. But yeah, no, I went off to college. I went to Framingham State University. She was still at North Shore. Occasionally, she would take trips down just to come see me and visit, being the good girlfriend that she was at the time. But
at the time?
I mean, you're not my girlfriend anymore. You're my wife. So, but it was definitely very challenging, and it got to the point where in 2016 that we decided that we were going to go to the same college, Fitchburg State University. We spent the next pretty much 4 years there together, just grinding it out, trying to get our degrees. As I mentioned in the last video, I got my criminal justice degree last year in 2020, and I'm going back to school for my accounting degree. But my wife over here,
I got my degree in human services. Unfortunately, we didn't have the graduation that we were all waiting for, but because of COVID. But that's perfectly fine now. It's all in the past.
We were in school for like roughly 4 years. That third year in 2019, in October, I proposed to her. You guys might be getting a video a little bit later on, pretty much just of some pictures of the proposal, explaining the proposal. We did a lot just the night before and the same day as the proposal. She was very excited.
It was also beautiful. But keep in mind, we do look a lot different then than now. But it was all amazing.
So after we got our bachelor's degrees in August of 2020.
On September 3rd, I found out that I was pregnant.
After finding out that she was pregnant September 3rd of 2020, we actually got married March 19th of 2021.
It was a small, intimate wedding with just our family. It was literally just like your parents, my parents, a couple aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters. We wanted it like that only because I was pregnant, and with COVID, we were in a pandemic. We didn't want any risk or anything like that. But it was beautiful. It was just perfect.
And don't worry, you guys are gonna get to see more photos of our wedding as well. So look
I mean, stay tuned for that. That's going to be beautiful. I'm sure you guys will enjoy just seeing our little COVID wedding. It was a great wedding.
We haven't even posted on social media any pictures like that.
Yeah, and you guys will be the first ones pretty much to see what exactly happened during. Well, you'll get to see pictures. So it's not like a video. You'll get to see pictures of what exactly happened during our wedding. It was very beautiful.
It was small, like we said. My dress wasn't anything big. I was pregnant, so I did have a hard time finding a dress at the time, but it all went so perfect at the same time, and I couldn't have asked for anything better.
She was so beautiful. Don't let her. Don't worry about it. Yeah, and that pretty much leads us up until May, which was our expected due date for our son. But that's all we're gonna say about our son, because you guys are gonna probably get to see things like the gender reveal and the whole experience during the 9 months, because for a woman to go through like what she went through for 9 months, I'm extremely thankful to have her by my side.
During a pandemic too, so like even the gender reveal, we didn't do anything big.
That's pretty much our little story time about like how we met in 2014 up until now, 2021. I mean, what I will say is, I know it all seems like nice and sweet, but during the 8 years, there's definitely been ups and downs. There's definitely been
challenging.
Yeah, there's definitely been fights here and there, but I feel like the biggest advice that I would give is that every relationship comes with its complications. It's more about sticking it out versus just giving it up and throwing the towel in. Because I don't think you'll ever find that perfect person that like has no complications. If you do, all power to you. I feel like everybody has their flaws. It's just learning to accept the person that you love for their flaws. And I feel like over these 8 years, we've gotten really accustomed to each other. Like, she knows what pisses me off. I know what pisses her off. Like, I don't know.
We still get on each other's nerves. There's obviously still fights, but I think we've learned how to deal with them better than we did before. Sometimes we just want to be alone, whether we're going at it, and sometimes I'm the one screaming or whatever, and he'll stay quiet.
But yeah, no, this is my life partner. We're married. I'm not going anywhere. She better not go anywhere.
Not anywhere.
But no, I love her, and I'm honestly happy that we're married and that our little family is here and that we're progressing in life. Stay tuned, like I said, for the new apartment tour. That's definitely on the way. And yeah. As always, like, comment, and subscribe down below. Feel free to throw any ideas in there that you want to see us do. I told you guys last time that she might be starting a TikTok with my son. We'll keep you guys updated on that. That'll be extremely cute.
He loves to dance.
Yeah, our son is a character. When you guys finally meet him, you'll get to see his personality, but he's really funny.
He's so cute.
He's really funny.